Time now is 6:52. We all know exercise is good for our mental health, but for one group of rowers in Belfast, it's much more than that.
The Lagan Dragons is a boat made up of women affected by breast cancer. They support each other both on and off the water. Our reporter Sarah Gervin has been to meet them.
The River Lagan runs through Belfast. It's home to lots of wildlife, and sometimes you might even spot a dragon.
1, 2, 3.
Karen joined the Lagan Dragons following the first lockdown, and soon after, her cancer reoccurred.
It came back very rudely in in October 2020. So I had further treatment, further surgery, further radiation. But the Lagan Dragons have been so wonderful to me during that time. I felt I'd found my tribe, you know, because there were women who'd been through what I'd been through, were going through what I was going through. It was just fantastic. Everyone was so enthusiastic, so supportive, so welcoming. Touch wood, I seem to be okay. I'm free of disease, and I intend to remain free of disease, with any luck.
The team's captain was diagnosed more than a decade ago.
I'm here and I'm healthy and I haven't had any reoccurrence, so that's good news. I remember it was the Olympics, and the day of the opening ceremony I shaved my head because my hair was going to fall out.
The Lagan Dragons compete around the world, and many of the competitions have a category for breast cancer teams. At the end of those regattas, there is a flower ceremony.
Basically everybody gets a flower and people stand on the bank, or people are in the boats and they'll line the boats up, and it's really a time of remembering people that we've lost. It's a time to be thankful as well, you know, to be thankful for their lives, but be thankful that we are still living, and we're living our lives and honouring those people by living our lives to the full. We just want to encourage everyone to live life, be healthier, be fitter, be stronger, and have a good laugh.
And paddle.
And paddle, yeah. Go!
Well, as you can imagine, there's no way the Dragons were letting me away with a free ride, so they said I had to have a go. Trying.
80% for 10 strokes. 3, 2.
Giving the orders is head coach Rachel. She's one of about 30% of members who don't have breast cancer.
I think they're all amazing, that what they've been through, that they're working so hard and training and racing and supporting each other, which is really great.
How on earth do you keep them in check?
Oh, I don't. No chance. I leave that to somebody else. Once they're in the boat, I can keep control, but once they're out of the boat, they're somebody else's problem.
Ruth found out she had breast cancer last year when she was 37.
My symptoms, they were pretty unremarkable, really. I just started back to work after having my youngest, and he was 1. I was still breastfeeding him, and I just noticed a lump, and obviously that's quite common with breastfeeding mothers, but something didn't sit well with me, that it was a bit strange. It actually was more like a bone than a lump. It's a strange thing to go through at any time, I'm sure, in your life, but in your 30s, it's like my friends are all getting married, having babies, everybody, and then I find myself with breast cancer, but there have been positives from it, and one of the positives has been joining Lagan Dragons, so it's become the highlight of my week. I find when I'm out on the Lagan, I'm out in the boat with the girls, I can't think of all my worries and stresses and all the things that have been bothering me.
Wind up for 10, in 3, 2, 1.
You have to focus on keeping time, and you have to listen to your instructions, and it's a really good way to force me to be more present at the moment, and I think that's really what has helped me so much in the past few months. You know, I get a lot of strength from the ladies, you know, that you can battle quite a lot. We're all quite strong. I've just had 1 clear, so I'm taking the wins.
Every journey with cancer is different, but when you're a dragon, you never have to journey alone. Sarah Gervin, BBC News, Belfast.
That's such a fitting story today when we're talking about women's football. We're talking about football and the Lionesses, of course, at the weekend, coming together, and you see women's sport just coming to the fore and being so appreciated by everyone. That's just so fitting.
And a camaraderie and the concentration that needs. And I know it wasn't their thing, they were particularly beautiful scenery where they were
Lovely.
in the boat. We'll be back in a few minutes' time. Right now, it's time to get the news, the travel, and the weather where you are.